So today we're looking at the Opro9 IU9 Smart Plug. Before we get started, I want to say thank you to Iris for sending me this to take a look at. It is a HomeKit enabled plug. It does all the goodness of HomeKit. You get Siri, voice activation, automations, location, triggers, all that kind of stuff. And it's a plug, right? Pretty simple. This is a little bit larger plug, and it is US based. The other important thing to note is this is a Wi-Fi device, right? So this is going to connect to your Wi-Fi. It's not Bluetooth, which means typically you're going to get a little better control and reception with this. Let's take a look. So here we are, the Opro9 IU9 US based plug. This works with Apple Homekit. You can see clearly there is the works with Apple Homekit logo on the box. As well, you can see you've got the Wi-Fi certified, so there is no doubt at all that this is Wi-Fi and it's not Bluetooth, Zigbee, or anything else. So this is just going to hook up to your existing Wi-Fi network. So get into the box quickly here. Open this guy up. You can see it's all shrink wrapped, and as we pull it out, look at that. There is the unit itself. So this unit is a little bit, honestly, it's a little bit chunkier, right? It's a little bit larger. I do like the plastic though. It's not a cheap looking device. It looks nice and solid. But the size of it is one of those things that you're going to have to watch for to make sure that if you've got standard North American plugs, you've got two plugs, one over top of the other, you will not be able to fit two of these in the same plug. So that's one thing that you're going to want to watch for. Of course, there are instructions, all that good stuff, the HomeKit code in both on the device and in the instructions manual. Other than that, it's a plug. Let's go take a look at setting it up. So here we are in the Opro9 HomeKit app. And again, you could do this in the native Apple Home app. You could probably do this in any Apple HomeKit compatible app. But again, I like to show you guys what you're going to see from the vendor's app itself, get an idea whether or not you like it aesthetically, any additional features, those kinds of things. So here's the Opro9 app, and basically we're just going to hit that plus button up in the top right-hand corner, and we're going to go through the standard Apple HomeKit setup. So there we go. We've scanned in our HomeKit code. Now it's going to say select an accessory to add to home. So it's not unusual for this to take a couple of seconds for it to actually set up. But once it does, we just tap on that. And then we're going to use the WSC, the Wireless Simple Configuration Protocol, to push over the current Wi-Fi settings of your device over to your plug. So again, you're going to want to make sure you set this up on your home network where you're going to be plugging this in and using it. Otherwise, it won't work. So a little video magic, I'm speeding this up. It's going to take, 30 seconds or so to be able to add that because I'm transferring over the Wi-Fi settings. But once we get in and that's transferred over, you get the blue check mark, everything's good. It's just the HomeKit setup. We're going to go in, we're going to call this Opro9 Smart Plug so I know which one it is. I am going to put it in the room that I want to put it in, which is, of course, my office. That's where I put all my devices to start out with, so I know where to go looking for them afterwards. And then I can, of course, I can call this a fan or a light. The icons change, all the regular HomeKit stuff, right? So yes, the icons change, but the other thing to be aware of here is when you change those, how you address this with Siri as well can change. So if I was to say, Siri, go turn on my lights, then if this is set up as a light, it will actually be registered in that group automatically. Fans, same thing, which is kind of cool. So let's go take a look at the rest of the app. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to the settings and we're going to check for the firmware to make sure that this guy is up and running at the latest available version. Right, so we can click on that start button, running version 1.2.0. Do we want to upgrade this? Sure, let's try that out. So again, I'm going to do a little video magic here, and I'm going to put this at 8 times speed so you can see the progress bar is indeed going quickly. Update completed. There we go. 100% done, right? So we're now with the latest firmware, which is an awesome place to be, right? Not no bugs, less bugs. There's always going to be bugs wherever there's software. So if we go into the Opro9 app, this is where you get a little additional goodness that the vendors can supply that you don't see in the Apple Home app. So you get the meter there at the bottom. You get voltage, you get the amps, you get the watts currently getting drawn. So although I have this turned on, I don't have anything plugged into it, which is why you're not seeing any wattage or amperage being drawn by this plug. There's nothing plugged in. So to complete our tour of the Opro9 IU9 plug for Apple HomeKit, we're going to go over to the Apple Home app where we can turn it on or off. Pretty simple, right? We can go in and we have all the Apple typical controls here, which again, this is why Apple HomeKit is cool, is it doesn't matter whether you've got an iDevices or an Opro9 or a VocalLink or whatever you happen to choose, whatever aesthetically or because it's got USB ports or night lights or whatever, it works the same way, which is pretty cool. All your automations work the same way. It's a plug. You can turn it on or off based on triggers, time of day, location. And of course, you can go in here and you can set a scene for Opro9. You can call it whatever you want. And then you can go and add accessories. And as you can see here, I got a ton of different accessories that I can use, that these are all from different vendors. Again, this is why Apple HomeKit is pretty cool. We don't have perhaps as many accessories as some of the other smart home ecosystems like Madam A or the Google Home, but they work together a lot better, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Is Opro9 something you would look at investing in? It's a plug, right? It's another plug option. Options are good. Comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Likes are always appreciated. And if you want to learn how to make your house just a little bit smarter using Apple HomeKit, please check out the links, the video details below. There's a link to my Udemy course. Thanks.